My name is Katelyn Ford. I'm 17 years old. Today is February 5th, 2017. I'm speaking with Diana Dudenhafer, who's my girlfriend. We're recording this interview in Springfield, Missouri.
Oh my God! When I got my dog, that's a good memory.
Talk about your dog.
I wanted a dog so bad, and both my father and I are partial to golden retrievers. It's undisputed that they're the most beautiful dog breed ever. And so I'd been really, really begging my parents for a dog for a while, and they're like, well, I don't know, we can't find one. They weren't really putting forth any effort to actually get one, so I took it upon myself. I was 10, maybe 11, to go on Craigslist and type in golden retriever. And I happened to find a post from earlier that morning that said golden retriever, $65 for the bed, for a bag of dog food, and a couple of his toys. And the dog himself was free because I don't know the details, but the lady had too many pets or something like that, and she needed to get rid of some of her pets because her apartment didn't allow for it or something like that. But I told my dad, and he called the lady, and we went over to her apartment, and it was great. That dog, he's so good. He makes my life so happy. He's such a good boy. He was about 2 when we first got him, and he's 8 or 9 now. He's been with us for quite a while. He was so happy to see us. He hopped into the minivan, and he was wagging his tail like crazy, and he was looking at everybody and smelling everybody, and he was so happy, and he's been happy ever since. I paid with him with my own money. My 10-year-old self had probably been saving up that money for a long time, and $65 went to that lady so I could have that dog, and I think it's probably the best money I've ever spent.
Okay, well, just branching off of that, can you talk about, first of all, his name and how you came up with it, and then also the many nicknames that I know he's had?
Sure.
And where they came from.
Sure. My dog's name is JJ. It's on his birth certificate. We didn't come up with it. The previous owner had given him the name JJ. I called him that for probably the first year or so, and he's had so many nicknames. He can't help but make nicknames for something that adorable. The name I call him most of the time is Pongo, because I'm a huge fan of the movie 101 Dalmatians, and the dog in that movie, the main dog, is named Pongo. And he's my Pongo. He's my dog. He's the dog of many names, I guess you could say. He has several names, responds to all of them, and he's so good. I love him.
All right. How has your life been different than how you imagined it would be when you were younger?
Well, I'm gay. I never saw it coming. All through elementary school, I thought there was just something wrong with me. All of my friends would look at magazines, the teeny bopper magazines that had Zac Efron, and go, oh my God, he's so hot. And I go, is he? Is he really? I never saw it. I just didn't see it. I had no interest. I thought people who dated were weak. I thought that I was winning because I hadn't dated anybody. I thought I was, I don't know, just like the champion woman who had yet to succumb to the tantalizing manhood. I don't know. I wasn't interested. And I hadn't been interested until 8th grade, when started having crushes on people who weren't boys. And I'm like, hang on, this isn't how it was planned. But I'm gay. It's come to terms with it. It's a good thing. I don't know. I sometimes think about what my 10-year-old self would say if she saw me and I told her I'm gay. She'd be like, are you sure? probably ask if I was sure, because my 10-year-old self was still Catholic.
Oh.
So.
Okay, yeah. How would you describe you to someone who has never met you?
Oh man, 5'8", lanky, very large hips, big eyebrows, big personality, pink hair. I think I have a pretty loud personality too. I love to laugh. I love dogs, and I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I get angry quickly, I get sad quickly, I get happy quickly. There's just a lot going on the emotional scale with me all the time. I have a lot of opinions. I'm a very opinionated person, and I will argue those opinions till the day I die. I'm very willing to get heated and get angry and get passionate, and I think there's an art to that.
Did you have any nicknames when you were younger, and how did you get them?
When I was still learning how to talk, I couldn't say my name properly, and for the longest time, my parents called me Duh-uh.
Duh-uh?
Duh-uh, because I couldn't say Diana, and so they're like, say Diana, and I'd go, Duh-uh. And that was my nickname for the first 3 years of my life. And also, in the process of learning how to say Diana, I would also say Dajajaja, which is a classic. I was also called Bubba. That sounds like a 25-year-old Hicks name, who wears overalls and goes noodling. But I was Bubba because I was fat as a baby. Yeah, Bubba. Bubba and Duh-uh. No, yeah, my main struggle in life was being called Bubba.
For being a fat baby.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.